This is George. He is 2 years old. He turns 3 in February. And he's a French Bulldog. He is quite a typical French Bulldog, whereas he's very boisterous, very cheeky, destructive, loud. He squeals like a pig all the time. Fine. Frenchies are quite well known for being hard to train. I think it's like a serious thing that people don't talk about with Frenchies is the way their bodies are designed. Their bottom sticks out, so like when they go to the toilet they can never do it properly. And you'll see it a lot with Frenchies where just like you have to clean them. And I think it is a design fault in the nicest way. Like, I don't know how you can design genetics, but I think it probably is an overbreeding issue.
There's a massive number of vets and veterinary specialists, diploma holding, the worldwide specialists, who are very, very, very concerned about this. One of the things that's quite frustrating and sad is that studies show that about 60% of owners don't recognise the breathing problems in their dogs because it's seen as normal.
Brachycephalic is one of the most common health issues that French Bulldogs can face. This is the name for the way their face is shaped, having the short nose. This is vastly different to how they used to look around 100 years ago. This is down to these dogs becoming overbred and is commonly seen among other flat-faced dogs such as boxers, pugs and other bulldogs.
The overwhelming issue is the breathing, because they often have these constricted nostrils.
Yeah, the breathing is quite bad. He's quite fortunate for a Frenchie because I think he did come from quite a good breeder so yeah, it wasn't like mixed breeding, it was controlled and done quite well. So he's not got like he does have a squish face obviously, and he can struggle to breathe. This way, Georgie. His nostrils are open, but a common Frenchie problem is they're too closed. So normally I have to get like the slits opened up and stuff, and that causes for cosmetic surgery. But George just isn't ready for that. He might be when he's older. You can tell he struggles, like compared to my other dog Alice, who does also have a squish face, but she has a longer, bigger face, so there's like more ways. She's more easier for her to breathe basically. So you can tell when she's running and they get walked the same, get fed the same, but you can see visibly Alice is much stronger and has a better ability to just basically breathe than George. And on hot days you can't even, if it gets above like 25 degrees he can't go outside. If we're in like the back garden on a summer day, he has to if he wants to come out with us, he'll have to go underneath the decking because it's the coolest place in the garden. I didn't know much, to be honest. I didn't know like a thing. I just knew from like the videos online. I think we've always had boxers, so I just saw it as like a wee mini cute looking boxer, and I've always wanted a bulldog, and yeah, it's just a French bulldog just seemed like the right decision. We did kind of get them at a time before they got like really popular, like ridiculously sold like merchandise and stuff, but we got them like just before that time. But it was definitely rising, it was definitely a contributing factor.
People buy this sort of breed on impulse. I think there are all sorts of reasons for that, perhaps social media, perhaps celebrities that have them, just that their friends have them.
As of 2017, French Bulldogs were one of the most popular breeds in the UK, almost overtaking the classic Labrador. Since 2008, the number of registered French Bulldogs has shot from 1,025 to 30,887. It's likely that social media has had a big influence on the growing population of Frenchies. The likes of Lady Gaga, Hugh Jackman, and even The Rock have their own that they like to show off on their social media accounts.
Since getting them, just learn so much. Like, we have to put suntan lotion on them because their skin is so sensitive. They can suffer from allergies a lot as well. Like, they're very sensitive to pollen, especially George. I mean, bathing their wee creases in their face. Like, we have to wipe them like every day. And I didn't even know how much grooming was involved for a short-haired dog. He casts every day. Like, every day we have to brush him every day, and like a small dog comes off him every time.
Should they be banned?
I can hear it. Yes. Now, banning it's fraught with difficulty because breed-specific legislation like the Dangerous Dog Act is a nightmare. We are breeding animals that are basically born to suffer.
I don't think they should stop breeding them. Maybe control them. Because, I mean, clearly the price of them isn't stopping people from buying them. Frenchies, they go for like $5,000. I think maybe there should be some regulation on them. Really, you should just be adopting rather than buying straight from the breeder, which I think we would do going forward next time.
He's a very aggressive player. Yeah, take them to the park, take them to the pitch because they like to chase after sticks, so many sticks. They honestly get into so many scraps and fights over sticks. Alice and George, it's an obsession. Hoover. Hates the Hoover. Oh my god. Every time it's out, he does this bizarre thing where he just like tries to chew. I've never seen his jaw move so fast. There's a lot of scratches on it now. It's apparently like a well-known fact that Frenchies can't swim. That's not the case for George. George can swim. He is obsessed with water, like he loves it until it comes to actually having to clean him. But he loves seeing a big body of water, like when we go to Ballock Park, obviously it's beside Loch Lomond, and he just loves every time we turn the corner where you can see the water and he's close to it, he just darts off like a bullet. I mean, I don't even mind Alice going out for a swim because like she's bigger. She can stand for the majority of bodies of water out there, like she's fine, like she takes it on like a champ, but no George. He is terrible on trains. It's a shame really, he's just so bad travelling when he's not using his feet. I think he has travel sickness because whenever in my car, if he isn't in the boot and he wants to come in the front with us, or if he has to come in the front sitting beside someone on a seat, he hates it, like because he can see out the window at that point. He gets very, very motion sickness, he gets very anxious, doesn't understand, he hates that he can't technically drive the car. When you get on a train, obviously that big gap, that's like the size, that's double the size of him. He's terrified of that gap. He doesn't like all the smells, so he gets a bit overwhelmed. Doesn't like, again, looking at the window because he just doesn't understand why we're just having to sit still and he can't wander about. But he does like when you end up in the end where he gets to run about in the park or visit loved ones. He does enjoy that part, so I think that makes up for the wee anxious journey there.
Other than that, he's the funniest, nicest, he's loving, cuddliest wee boy in the world. I love him to bits.